So Noah, thought I'd start this out and just give you an introduction, and then we can do this also online. This little tutorial is also on my website, which I'll show you. But anyway, I thought I'd do it in two sections, one for the two radiants and one for the ovals. And then we can always go back and tweak whatever we want versus length width ratios and so on. So what you like, don't like. But anyway, this is the tutorial that's on the website, which explains the colors, the clarity, the features about a diamond that we're looking for. The color grades are D to Z. Now, when diamonds are graded for color, they're graded for color table down, not face up. We look at them face up, but they're graded table down, okay? D, E, F, G, H, here's your scale where it's broken down. It's not until you get into the D, E, F is colorless, and this is your absence of color, strangely enough. This is what drives the price, is higher color you go, or colorlessness, the more the price keeps increasing. G, H, I, J, K, and so on. We're not going to go past the J. Anybody that tells you that face up, they can tell you the difference. They don't know what they're talking about, because we use instrumentation, controlled environments for grading and so on. Your clarity feature is something everybody feels a little bit more comfortable with. This is flawless, internally flawless, VVS1, VS1, so on. We're not going to go past I1. And I'll show you each diamond has a grading certificate from a laboratory, and it's plotted. Now, the plotting on these diagrams are only one-dimensional versus three-dimensional. So if you look at a plotting diagram, it might look like a train wreck, but rest assured, that's the way it's depicted. But it's like looking at the top of a fish tank. The fish tank could be 6 feet deep, and everything comes to the surface when you plot it. So don't overreact to any of that. All right, now this is what we're trying to do when we're looking at diamonds and we're cutting them. We're trying to get as much weight as possible out of the crystal. At the same time, we want total internal reflection. It's like looking at a plot of ground, and if you have a lot on the lake or a water hazard, if you will, and you're trying to get the most out of that piece of plot of land, and you want it to be the most beautiful and the most challenging. So this is a depiction of what we have. We've mapped out total internal reflection here. So this stone might be 95 points. There's 100 points to a carat. This stone is a carat and 20, but this is the prettier stone. Okay. So without further ado, the first one, I'm going to look at these two radiants. One is 90 points, and this is a GSI1. This is a copy of the report. And the GSI1 this is a radiant. So you have a length width ratio here, if you will. I'm getting a focus there. Nope. Further out. Here. A little bit better. This is the 91 point. We're going to put this next to the JVVS one, that's a carat one. And this is a little bit bigger. Now, with a VVS, I'm going to get that focused here. With a VVS one, you're not going to see anything in this stone. Now, this is interesting because we have 91 pointer here. To the right, the GSI1, that's 6.38 millimeters. By 510. The one on the left is 636 millimeters by 501. So even though the one on the left is a 101, the one on the right looks bigger. And that's the GSI1, which I like a little bit better. Okay, these are the radians. So let's put these aside. We can go into these a little bit further. And let's take a look at the ovals. We have a carat one. This is an ISI2. Now these are all eye clean, so you're not going to see any inclusions or anything. But this is the, I'm going to put these here, and then we're going to contrast and compare. This is the SI2 101. We have a 101 GVS2, and I'm going to go into all the pricing because I did a little schematic for you. But we just want to look at these stones first, face up. So these are the two, and it's a very pretty stone. Both of them are, actually. Have a lot of movement, a lot of scintillation. And then one last one, 128. It looks a little bit bigger. Now you can stop and freeze frame these, of course, in the video wherever you want to. And we can review again. This is the carat 28. Let's put this down here. Looks a lot bigger. The mountings, haven't gotten into yet, but these are your, what they call peg head, where the diamond sits atop. And what's great about this feature is that the wedding band eventually can flush right up against the engagement ring, okay? And that's pretty simple and straightforward. This is more of a cathedral, where the sides come up and around. You don't have to have the diamonds on the bottom. But these are the ovals. So there you have it. You've got the 128, and then the 101, and then the one on the left is the 101G. Here. This is the 101I. So we have, if you will, the radiance and the ovals. Take a look at that. We can go into this a little bit further, but I wanted to take it from here, get your reaction, and then we'll move forward. Okay, now, just for pricing's sake, I did a review of all the stones. And here's your radiant. 3950, 3600. You have the 101i Si2. These were bigger stones, but your mounting's only going to be maybe about $700, but they were nice enough to show the GVS2 and so on the ovals. So let me leave it there, and we'll catch up with you soon, or give me a call.